150 teams. Hours of live commentated matches every single day.
Gonna do some juice. Oh my goodness.
It's not an esport, it's the sport. You can play anywhere in the league you can play in anytime. Full body, full team play. This is VRML Echo Arena.
Have them as always, and getting ready to start with our prime slots here, prime time with all these busy matches. So matches have been chosen. You can get a look at a couple of them there in the League Org channel. But right now we're going to organize ourselves because we got ourselves this match starting here. So off the first joust, it's going to be Free Smoke taking it away and looking for that side pass here. Kind of missing the mark, but yeah, Meta and Full Metal Jackets off and underway. Now over here, it's Reese with the disc, gonna unleash it to the left clear. It goes into the right side, but there's a few stacks, one for each team, getting back about the same time, and some stuns unfolding as the disc goes through on another clear. So end to end of the floor is how we're gonna start to start, and following these teams start to finish, so you gets the first score. Of course, for those who tuned into the last streams, as a little bit of dubstep disc goes on here at the top and the bottom. But for those who tuned into the last streams, we had some exciting matches, 3-round matches, game winners. So hoping for more of the same here today with the rest of our streams on the night. Now that said, that pass is going to miss its mark. Will be taken here by Logan. Now Logan trying for a midfield pass, but will bounce off the double and into Mr. Oof's hands. So now Mr. Oof joining Full Metal Jacket here as of the last 24 hours or so. And will be taken now by the Boss Plays. So Boss from the nest tapping off and couldn't finish the shot there for Rage. It will be taken again now. Logan slapping it, but well prepared by that bow tie. You see a couple different defenders for Meta. Just able to recover. And those are the exact things that good positioning will typically buy you if you make sure you're in that back line on offense. You have backliners and covering up the lanes. Even if you miss your passes or shots, it's going to be rebounded oftentimes by your side just because of that positioning. Now instead, a turnover again. Rage taking the disc here, sending it over to that wedge. It's going to bounce off. So some of these passes right now, maybe teams are warming up a little bit, just kind of missing a few, but gathering themselves. And we see this from a lot of teams. The first few minutes is kind of the feeling out process, and then after that's done, then you start seeing them warm up. You start seeing the scores flowing. At the moment, the spacing not too bad here. Let's see, maybe just a walk into the goal, and will be. So Logan, first 2 points. Defense unable to recover, and as is often the case, I mean, if you find yourself at the one-on-one, head-to-head play there in the bubble, that is more than good enough in most occasions, to at least get a confident look, not being bothered by defense breathing down your neck, as is the case with, slow plays sometimes where you don't drag up the defense and then they just converge on you and you're broken up in a hot second. But Fork here with a disc, gonna send it over to Logan for Full Metal Jacket. In the midfield, getting lost off a few bounces and trying to recover it. There's Logan trying to assault the boss plays. And Fork with the recovery, not for long. There's Robot, the sitting robot at that. So a very, very bad robot, apparently. Some rogue AI in the works. We'll just eye the teammates in the back line, though. So Reese with a send into the hands of boss plays. Boss going back to Rage. Rage getting the disc back, and no back pass available, though. A little bit clustered up there at the midfield. So a deep shot too far to the left, but some immediate boost being shown here, coming in from Full Metal. And Full Metal stun, and they get it in for the next one. 5 points, 5-0 at that. A Full Metal Jacket. Good hit from Logan. That was, what, 17 meters out? About a minute into that joust. There you go. Oh, Twitch chat. Kick Saluna. Why? What did Saluna do? I'm used to people causing a little bit of trouble sometimes. I'm not used to Saluna causing trouble, except for that one time where Saluna was super toxic in that game. Just kidding. But what happened? See X-Wing in there as well. Little Red Wolf. Glad you guys stopped by. Welcome to the stream. Very glad to see you, in fact. At the moment, the disc not gonna go into the goal. X-Wing saying read chat, but I can't. I mean, I can, but I can't. I can only take very quick glances, and then it's back to the game. That said, it glances by. Up high, it's Thunder from the sky. Unable to get it, though. Boss plays. Fork with the disc back and trying to make something happen, but just a snack from Rage. Rage, the plays. There's the first 2 points. Just like that. Nice and simple. Nothing fancy about it. Just came in, stole it, shot it, and boom. 5 minutes through. This is a 3-point advantage and joust advantage going the way here of blue team of Full Metal Jacket. Little Red Wolf was saying, she said you died. She said I died. I mean, my voice is halfway there if you can't tell already, but I'm still alive in some sense of the word. But nonetheless, up to the ceiling, taken by Reese. Reese the release, but the reception instead coming in. Now Saluna's spamming. Princess is in the mix now. Where do we sign what? What's happening? I'm just gonna ban myself. That's my solution. But nonetheless, right there, nice stun from the boss plays. Actually checking behind and trying to find some time to line it up. A little too far to the right, so we've seen a couple of these half-court shots taken. One was too far to the left, one too far to the right, but that one is right on the correct spot for the nice shot, Rage. And like I said, last time around, those fundamental plays, right? You have the one-on-one, you have the pass to the nest or that barrier zone, where you can just kind of walk it right in on the goalie. You can pick your spot, pick your corners. Mr. Mrs. Tejada in there somewhere. Saluna saying, listen, Palidore, auto-correct, but you know what? Correcting the course, it's the boss plays. Full course meals right now. They are feasting on these turnovers now, so a shot going the way. And a 7-5 advantage to Meta. Mighty Quinn VR in there saying, you guys are crazy. That much I will very much agree with. I do not need to read the chat to agree with that. but very busy today at the very least. Like I said, hard to keep up. Nonetheless, taken here by Free Smoke, and Free Smoke getting it knocked out there by, I think, Robot. Awkward interaction. Nonetheless, Logan taking it away, going for the backboard play. Look at that. Nice hit. Even got the goalie to dive on it, but just outside the reach, and that was a perfect shot. So tying it up here. Logan for the side of Full Metal.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why does everyone think I'm dead? I'm not dead, I'm dad. Oh, wait. Oh, that must have been the typo. Was that it? Someone was trying to call me Pally Dad and just turned into dead? Well, you know what? Red dead on the shot is Boss Plays. A lot of points being put up on the board from Boss now. He's up to 6. Rage with the other 4. Very impressive showing so far. And they're hitting their open shots. Full credit to them. Now that's at 2:20 remaining here in this first round, so it's going to be a lot of time yet for Logan and Oof and Co. To have this successful first round. So we'll see. The grab is going to be pinned off the wall. Actually pinned right back. Rage taking it, but back again. Logan. And another stun. So there's the hot potato play with the stuns accountable for that. Boss Plays, decides to reset it kind of wisely because he was driving into a tree full of defenders up there. So sitting Robot, some back and forth passes, but that one tough. Taken now, back by Fork and reset to Mr. Oof. Again, Oof joining here from Team Inertia, which unfortunately did break up today, but the players already finding some new teams. We saw the convergence of Inertia and Magnitude. Inertia 2, or Magnertia. I think that's the one. But nonetheless, yeah, some new teams forming today. That's not the only one, in fact. I think I saw in Caster's chat there was apparently 7 new teams that formed today or something like that. So craziness. A lot of new players, or at least shifting players, shifting rosters here in the mid-season, mid to late. Right now, that shot's not too late at all. Logan drew it back and banged it through. It's Logan for 2. It's a 1-point match. 1 minute here left in the first round. And we could be eyeing ourselves yet again another very, very tight finish in one of these matches tonight. Love to see it. All right, so into the midfield. Gonna be taken here off the bounce. It looks like maybe right back to the blue side, Full Metal Jacket. So this could be good for them. 35 seconds left. Let's see. Tight finish again. Might be happening. Recovering, here's Logan, but Logan getting stunned out from behind there. The boss spinning and just flinging it on a clear, but there will be a recovery from Oof. Now Oof dodging through, 21 seconds remaining. They're gonna be tight at this point. They really need to get someone downfield and start getting it up the floor. So here we go, cutting across, but getting cut off. Now being grabbed off the stun, more stuns coming in. The midfielder, no one there except for sitting Robot, so 5 seconds left, and unfortunately for them, it will be a win. Going the side of Orange, the meta. Some good defense there, everyone converging on that dog pile in the last few seconds. And a great chance for Full Metal Jacket to take that one away, but indeed, standing strong was meta all along. So well played on the first round. Very good way to start here tonight with this next doubleheader of streams, I think it is. We've got ourselves now 9 points on the board there, impressively, for Logan. And we have 1 assist for Free Smoke, 12 stuns. There's 1 stun for Oof there. There's 1 assist, 1 steal, 13 stuns for Fork. And then over for the side of Meta, it was Reese with 1 assist and 1 stun. Boss Plays 6 points, 1 assist, 12 stuns. Sending Robots with 1 save, 9 stuns, and then Rage with 4 points, 1 steal, 6 stuns. But yeah, another close round. That makes probably 7 out of the last, I don't know, 10 rounds we've had on Channel 1 here today. 1 sec, I need to take a drink.
Round starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back. got ourselves is round 2. Starting here, there's the stacks on that neutral launch. Gonna be taken here quickly by Rage. 6 seconds on that shot. That's just about as quick as you'll ever find in most cases. And great start. What can you say? Great start for meta here.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So back on the launch, it's Full Metal Jacket. Joust advantage, trying to space out and get this through and just offer that rebuttal and keep it close, because yeah, that 1 point differential in the first round, it could have gone either way. You know, one single play gone a different way, just like that shot is underway, and the boss plays continuing to absolutely amaze. Right now, the hands of fire.
11, 10.
And the boss plays. I've said this before too. I'm trying to recall the last time I streamed meta. It wasn't the last 1 or 2 days, I feel like. I remember boss picking up some heat as well. Definitely a hot shot on offense and making plays. So doing much of the same. Like I said, my favorite parts, or at least one of my favorite parts of these streams and all these new teams, is just learning you know, who the big time players definitely are on different teams, the great goalkeepers, the hot strikers. I mean, we're getting there. I'm not sure that I'll be able to hold on to my promise on the fact that I'll remember where everyone is at the end of the season, but right now getting well seasoned on the stun, so boss plays going for a bit of steez there with a gentle 360, gradually drifting back off into the bubble, but that's still recovered here by Sitting Robot. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to hold on to my promise, because I made this promise when we were at like 90 teams. I was saying that I'd remember all these teams by the end of the season, where they are. But man, there's so many players, so many different rosters and roster changes, especially today, that it just might not be possible. We'll see though. I'm gonna try. Nonetheless, definitely getting some recognizable faces now on the stream and in my brain at the moment, making some plays, trying to get their first 2 points of round 2 is Full Metal. Now they're going to be at the bottom collected here, but meddling with it is Boss Plays. So in the midfield, some defense as well as Sitting Robot. A lot of stuns, the aggression coming in. And now a pass down will be taken from that corner. Really tough, look at that, with the defense dressed all over. Free Smoke broke free. Somehow, he was wearing one orange player as a hat, one orange player as a coat, one as some jeans, and the other as some gloves. I mean, there was a different player all over, but still found the dunk in. It's 5-2 here off of that free smoke goal. Now, Rage with the disc, passing it off to Robot there, a bit saucy on that pass, so will be lost and swung over to Logan, but Logan throwing it right back to Reese. Now, Reese trying to get that through. It's going to come right back his direction, but Logan takes it back. Now there's a defender nearby, so needs to get rid of that over to one of the cutters by the bubble. Free Smoke once again trying to break free from all that coverage, a lot of it in fact, but actually losing it off the head of his teammate. That said, collects it back once more. A fake, and a pass, slightly astray. Now going back to Logan. Been all over the disc there, but will be blitzed by that stun from the Sitting Robot. Some good leeches coming underway. And taken by Mr. Oof. So Oof on that pass, just a bit off. Will be grabbed back by Rage. Rage slinks into the mid lane, and a clear is successful now as it sails towards the cloud. Now they're collecting their stacks here really quick, trying to get there first, and they get the shot attempt, but unfortunately won't be converted. So Mr. Oof now, an anchor clear right through the mid lane, in fact, and that is a pretty perfect clear, about as good as you can get, and might actually open them up for a score attempt. Let's see. Nope, taken out with contempt by Reese. Oh no, the 2-point self-goal for the second time in the last hour.
12, 11,
Okay, well, you know what? A testament to what I said earlier. I said it happens to everyone, and it's actually happened a couple times this week. So there we go. We've had a self-goal off those clears twice in the last hour. It's actually happened, like, exact same thing. Like I said, it happens to us all. They hurt, but they happen. Nonetheless, there's a lot of time on the board, so it's not going to matter in the grand context as long as they just forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah, unfortunate, but like I said, he wouldn't be the first one today. He wouldn't even be the third or fourth one this last week or so. What can you say? What can you do? But it is unfortunate. That much I will say. But yes, so timeout being taken now for some undetermined reason. I actually had these. I could unmute the teams. I don't know if the stream can hear them, but let me see. I can listen. Turned off, perhaps, or muted. I think game audio, maybe, but it'll be back for you just in a moment. Don't you worry. In fact, it's on, like magic. You know, never believe. It's not so. I can feel the Twitch takedown coming in now. Someone play Gopnik bass. Anyway. Whoop. And just losing everything on my desk now. One sec. But yeah, we're getting ready to start here. So for the rest of our stream, as these teams, I think readied up, right? The rest of our stream we have in about 10 minutes from now. It may be a bit delayed on the start, but presuming the teams wait, we should be able to have a stream with Fox Force 5, I do believe, versus Gold Diggers. So that's scheduled to start in 9 minutes from now. But again, depending on if this goes to a third round or not, could be delayed slightly. But we'll see. Then following that, we'll also have Zero and Redshift. But we'll have a little bit of time because that one's not until the 15-minute mark of the next hour. So yes. With that said, though, we're off now into this joust, into this round, into the shot, but saved out of there by Mr. Oof. Really good grab. He turned around just in time and still had the presence of mind to decline it. Gotta appreciate that skill and that reflex there as they contest here at the bottom. So it will be flung into the corner panel of the wall. Mr. Oof taking position in the bubble inside the goal just in case. And that said, just kind of 1v2'ing it, but on the cross pass now was a good look, but was cut off by Logan there, still positioned out, and recognizing that there was a cutter about and they didn't want to get anything through. That said, the shot attempt would have been bold, and actually a good thing it bounced off that barrier because otherwise that would have been an easy grab for Orange. That said, a nice handoff play, but a little too strong, just ever so slightly past the fingertips. But they will get it back. One more handoff, but stopped again. This time Rage with some stuns and a backwards clear. That actually does hit right there on the edge of the tunnel. Rage getting back first even, taking a shot. Rebound maybe about to be had here by Robot, and sending Robot the open shots, and 8-4. Thanks to the 8-meter shot, 3 points from Stinning Robot. So Meta pulling back ahead here. Already won that first round, and at least have a slight buffer to maybe win the second, but there's still 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. Anything could happen, as we very well know. So in the midfield, Disc getting lost with some of these bounces and the punches. Rage is there yet again. Definitely been showing some of that rage. And the shots slightly astray. Rebound here, a good short leech from the boss plays, and being stunned. Now I think Logan getting that one as Mr. Oof takes it away, goes for a clear that actually bounces right towards mid. Conveniently, perfect. Might not have intended it, but that's where his teammates were, so it got to the right place. That said, the next throw not quite in the right place as it gets snagged back by Rage and flung into the trench. Now a maybe misread on the dive, but will just barely get that by. Super dangerous considering the 2 stacked players for meta. But Reese, the pass off here to the boss plays at the Cloud, tapping off the Cloud. Over to that corner shoulder, and a good shot. Goalie's diving out, trying to put a stop to it, but none of that will be had. Rage again, some points on the board. Assisted by boss plays, who's definitely been getting his hands on a lot of these plays, one way or the other. And that is a rematch. Again. But yeah, not sure what the reasoning is this time. I'll unmute on my end. We'll see. Thing is, we have a lot of timeouts today, but they haven't been because of crashes. They've all been like with the full 4 players on both sides. So there's other things happening today, unrelated to crashing issues. It sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Looks like this one might have been a headset blackout, perhaps. So one of these players playing wired, but getting some issues there. Oh, that's unfortunate. But we'll wait it out, wait it through, and hopefully that solves itself soon. And can see Subtlety already on top of the times in the chat, just in case they needed it. But yes, so got that done. Friendly reminder also. Just for teams, when you do restart and call those timeouts, try to definitely take a look at the times, the scores before you press the button. That way, like it's not not an issue. We can definitely
Who has disc? They do.
dig for the times and scores for you guys when we're casting. But ideally, save a few extra steps by taking note of what the times and scores are before you press the restart.
Whatever.
But again, not a big deal. I'm not disciplining. I know I'm Palidore, but I'm not mad. But just saying is all. So 3:27 is the time, and we've got 10-4 on the board. So gonna continue on soon. X-Wing in there stopping by, saying headset blacked out. No worries, no worries. It will happen. See Snaz does in there in the chat. What does Snaz do? Hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Also, a shout out to Kotick VR about 5 minutes ago, lending a follow. Appreciate that very, very much. Again, all the support over the days, the weeks, the months, the years. Hasn't been years yet, but the eventual years. It's always appreciative, and we're all thankful for that. Casters, mods, league, all of us alike. Right now, I like that. Reese, he won't like that because Logan grabs it right back for the 1 meter throw in. See some of that from time to time, right? Where the goalies get so good, and then the offenses, they start to compensate. They throw it towards the goalie, into the goalie, but they are already prepared in their heads. If a regrab or a save occurs, I'm ready to just grab it right back and dunk it in. We see that more and more often now from a lot of players because of the great goalies in this league who are really making their name known. That said, throwing it to fourth right at the edge of the bubble. Careful not to pop it because he's a fork. Mr. Oof with the disc and back into Free Smoke's hands. Free Smoke just trying to kind of work some monkey in the middle perhaps with Rage there, but it does bounce around a few times. Now dancing around with the handles, trying to crab walk, and a fork gets the disc. Has a couple seconds to work with, but a nice little punch boost coming in and a swoop from Sinning Robot. I saw a conversation yesterday, by the way, with the Sphinx in the Echo Games Discord, the Echo Arena channel, talking about just that, those punch boosts, right? So if you do stun out a player as you fly by them, you can pick up some extra momentum, right? Because normally if you're standing still and punching someone, you do get pushed back. But you can use that to your advantage. So, if you're flying towards someone on a stack or things like that, or even just kind of spinning around a player, if you do punch them the right way, you can use that to actually gather momentum in the direction you want to go. Now, in only one direction, banding together was Free Smoke. with some fire. It's 10-8 on that powerful dunk from Smoke. 128 left, and I mean, we're right back where we were before, which is to say another close finish. Seems to be the name of the streams and all these games lately. And I am not complaining. This is fun to watch. So over there, it'll be Fork with a collection back and going to send it back rather to these barrier players now diving off of it. 1 minute left, and with any score here, could make it even more interesting. Could take a tie, could take a lead. We shall see. That said, giving it away back to Sitting Robot, but right back again to Oof. So Oof finding the pass to Logan. And Logan trying to evade a light sidestep, a duck through, and under, and a 2, 10-10. Logan looking like an X-Man and putting the X on that play right on the spot. What a monster. 10-10, less than 30 seconds left. Oh boy. We're looking at an OT or a game winner, either or. Something's about to happen here. Reese with a play for Meta. Now breaking off, not a lot of time. Not a lot of time at all, in fact. Now, they don't have a lot of players in the front line, so just kind of mishandling that play. So I think an OT it's going to be. Let's see the clear. It's out and underway. So I think maybe they were purposely trying to drag out a little bit of time, waste a few seconds so they could guarantee that they would take the last shot. The problem was they didn't have the offensive spacing. They didn't have the available passes. So that guarantees the overtime here. And all right, I'm excited for this. Just let's see. A lot of the time these end fast, so for these teams, they want to be careful not to overcommit and just leave themselves stranded. Let's see what happens there. There you go. There's the full committal from a couple players, but taken out here now. A 2-on-2, under, but no, stunned, out and over on out to the tunnel. So at least staving off the offensive play that time, but can they do it again? Let's see. Actually, Logan coming through with a disc, ducking under and going up high. It's going to bounce a couple different times. Could it be? Oh my goodness, that was almost devastation. But with 1:33 left in OT, taken by Oof. Oof from that shoulder, gonna pass it off perfectly here to Logan. Logan going in, but being stunned. Now rebound from Rage, and Rage clears it out. At least just enough to buy some seconds. But a second attempt, maybe if they get a rebound here. Let's see. Just beyond the reach. Underneath is a Sitting Robot trying to collect that disc, but unable to. A good intercept, though, from Fork. Now, Fork taking that over, actually, and sending it over now to the barrier, but a little bit too below. Bottom of the goal, 3 players for the side of Meta, all converging on the disc, but maybe that'll be enough to at least give them some boosts. There it is. It's Rage, the shot let loose. Could it be? No, the narrowest ding of all. And it's going to be still tied up. Stalemated in overtime. 50 seconds remaining in this series, or in this round rather, as it goes up to the bounce pass, and needs to just reset. And I think at this point, find some passes if they can, because at the moment that disc is going everywhere but the goal. Oh no, a rebound here from Free Smoke. That was almost a shot. Could we be looking at a double OT? Perhaps for the first time in a couple weeks on stream, at least to my knowledge. We shall see. A slap though, beautiful, and delivered to Rage against that machine, and 13-10. Round 1 is over. Round 2. Wow. Wow. What a game. And sorry, I said round 1 because I was reading it on the screen. But yes, round 2 is over. What a series. I'm getting headaches from the 3 matches in a row that have just come down to the wire in these rounds. I am not complaining, but boy, is it's going to wear me down, but in the best of ways. What a game. Again, I mean, back-to-back, dating to the other rounds for the other matches, back-to-back. Great rounds to end it, coming down to the final minutes, and now OT. Love to see it. Oof. Wow. All right, well, that said, I would stick around here. We would stick around here, but we do have another match coming up in a moment. In fact, it was scheduled to start 2 minutes ago, so we're going to be pretty quick about this. But we've got Fox Force 5 and Gold Diggers. So as much as I want to sit here and enthusiastically read off those stats and tell you about the game, I cannot. So we will be right back with the next match, but great game from Meta and Full Metal Jacket. Stay tuned for the next. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the quick turnaround on this stream here on VRML Channel 1. We're channeling our spirits and cheering on another great game, hopefully. For those of you who've been tuning in at some point this afternoon or evening, you'll know why I'm saying that. I mean, right now, these matches have been hot all afternoon and evening. We're getting round threes, we're getting OTs, we're getting game winners. A lot of these matches coming down to the last 30 seconds, essentially. It's been fun. Been really fun. So, with that said, maybe more of the same? Fingers crossed. We got Fox Force 5 about to face off against Gold Diggers. So, two supremely talented teams. Fox Force, the team of well-seasoned veterans here in the Diamond Division, facing off against Gold Diggers and appropriately their Gold Division. So, I see people popping in and cheering their teams here. See Thunder Ragnarok, who, of course, we saw some Thunder earlier on stream as well. But yeah, cheering on Deku over there on Gold Diggers. Got Sphinx also cheering them on. Where's all our old players at? Cheering on Fox Force. Us PC players matter too, you know. But yes, so a Quest team here, rookie team in Gold Diggers, one of the best ones right there at the top of among the new showing teams of this season. I don't think that was English, but you get what I'm getting at. Like I said, a lot of streams today. I'm going to get more and more tongue-tied by the end of this, but worry you not, I'm here for the long haul. Probably. But nonetheless, hello to Schlart in the chat, John Texas Tejada, and CJT Graham. And also just clarify for me, JT Graham, like actually no relation to JL Graham, or am I missing something here? But yes, welcome to the chat. Princess still stopping by, staying by, I should say. Randy Edition. Fox Force all the way, and Schlart. There you go. There's the Fox Force cheers. I was wondering. Not to start a riot or anything. You know, I like both these teams, but really this is almost, as has been the case oftentimes actually for Fox Force in these matches, because they've faced off a lot of these like super talented Quest rookie teams. It's really a case of, you know, old versus new in a sense. And again, that's not to slam anyone for being old or new, but just, yeah, we literally have just teams full of these really you know, long time 2 to 3 year players versus these essentially, you know, 3-month players or so, 4-month players. I mean, it is just a testament to the progress and the skill level. The fact that we've seen, you know, these teams come and compete at these high divisions now, at these gold divisions, really making their mark. But right now, marking their man on the defense. Let's see. It's going to bounce up. It's going to bounce down. It's going to be slapped, but not put down. Prometheus, I'm sure, would take that one back if he could. But you know what? They'll have another chance at it, and it's Klex. So, no worries. They recovered off that first miss. And what you got to do, you know, keep it locked down, mentally speaking. Always play for the disc. Never worry about a missed shot. That's such an important thing that you always want to bestow upon any new team, not only in Echo VR, but just in games and sports in general, but especially, you know, sports and esports and ones like Echo where you're always, you know, you're sweating and you're physical and you're playing hard and getting the blood flowing, you know, being able to keep that mental game straight and always play for the next play. You know, never lose the focus off of what just happened. You just keep on going and playing for the next one. And that said, playing for the next one they are. There's Prometheus again, first to it. A miss there, though, however, just narrowly dinging, so maybe still warming up here, but still going to get that disc off that clear. Looks like it's going to take some bad bounces, and there you go. That's what I mean. See, they missed a shot, but they still got it back because why? They look for their stacks. They didn't dwell too much on the miss. And that's what you got to do, because all of us have those moments sometimes, those lulls where our offense doesn't feel like it gets going. So what do? You keep playing, and they're going to keep going for some points here. It's Klex again, eventually putting that back in to secure their 2. They're up by 4, 2 minutes into this round.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
See Thunder in the chat there saying, "Get 'em, Gold Diggers. I know I flame the poops out of ya in pubs, but I love my boards." Well, good to see. You know, that's another thing about sports and Echo Arena, right? Is it's all in good fun and good competition. You know, as long as you keep it within certain lines, it's good to have that, you know, that aggressive rivalries, but you can still show the love at the end of the day, right? Once you're off the court, once you're out of the heat of battle, it's all love, right? You all do it for the fun, the physicality, the team play. That's what it's all about. That's why we're all here. Right there, Dayfox looking for his teammates, but not quite there. So Curly Fry is able to take it back once and twice as it goes to the midfield. Flex taking a light boost, gets the disc and knocks that one through, hitting off the side wall and into the Pac-Man. And Rogar trying to sling that back and maybe gets his own self-pass in a sense as it goes back through the tunnel once more. So some back and forth play, hot potato in fact, which is very appropriate because of Curly Fries. But nonetheless, the flyby, Dayfox might have had the shot locked had it not been for the defense. The goal was in fact open for just a brief moment. But the boost coming in from all involved, both teams. Blue will be there first. Prometheus sending a nice pass to the nest. A duck, a dip, a dive, and 6 points here for Gold Diggers. And right now, digging a hole for the Foxes. A foxhole, how appropriate. They find themselves down by 6 and needing to score here. We're about 4 minutes expired off this first round. And friendly reminder to the Twitch chat. Remember what I said a moment ago? Certain lines, be careful. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Anyways, back to the bottom of the floor here. It's going to be taken and slung out the midfield. Now over there to Rogar. Rogar taking that away and sending it through the tunnel. Be taken back by Curly Fries. 5:35 left in this round. And Fox Force, we have seen them at times over the last couple times I've streamed them. Sometimes it takes them, a little bit of time to work into it. But they are a super talented team, no doubt. And, sometimes it does take a few minutes. You don't come out of the gates hot, even with warm-ups. I know when I was actively playing on Eclipse, we were pretty notorious, at least in our own eyes, for not getting off to very good starts. Warm-ups or not, sometimes it just gotta work into the rhythm, right? The scrims and warm-up scrims and things like that, not quite the same as a real game situation. It doesn't feel exactly identical there. So right there on that anchor shot though, whew, now that was hot. Almost saved by Envy, in fact. So will be a 2-pointer, but nonetheless, that is still points more for Gold Diggers here. The second half of this first round. Princess coming back, and indeed, trying to lock down the castle, and I agree. Like I said, be nice. Please, please, please. What do I have to do? Do I have to sing a song? Because I will, if it'll make you be nice. Over here on the cross pass, though, going to be lost off the wall, taken right back, and Prometheus. Talk about flaming. That's Prometheus for you. Flaming hot. And they're getting the attempt into the goal. It's just kind of thrown off the wall, off the bottom of the floor, that is, and now off the ceiling into the midfield. Collects, trying to check behind and find a grab, but instead in the midfield, it's going to be slapped out by Prometheus again. That's going to go actually pretty close to the goal, bounce a few times, and will be taken out by Rogar. Rogar being taken out by the stun. Now into the midfield, grabbed eventually by Klex for Gold Diggers. And they're going to go right across there. Prometheus, another nice handoff just outside the reach, almost, but still a nice catch. Once and twice, but not sold. A rebound still will be had there. Prometheus to the barrier. A couple players there. Both of them actually unable to find it. So still yet, they're going to get that disc. They have a couple passing options. Go up forward and into the goal, but out on that pole. Dinging it, and now sending it to the side wall, just hoping one of the teammates retrieve it, and will be Curly Fries now back once more down the middle, but again another narrow miss off the pole. So trying to paint those corners, and that is, the margins of error you're playing with when you're going against, talented goalies. Sometimes you want to really hit those corners, but if you're off by an inch, you get the ding. So that's why you get those plays unfolding. That said, persistence, insistence, and that is Deku with the power move for the 2. Up by 10, 2:46 left. Fox Force 5, definitely deeper here in the hole, but knowing the personnel, in another 2 minutes from now, it could be a much closer game, and it could be, again, one of those late game turnarounds that we have seen in the past. It is not out of the question yet. Now, if they can't, start putting together something in the next 30 seconds or so and kind of find that I guess just the word I'm looking for. That mental collection right now, because right now it's just frazzled play a bit. But okay, great save from Envium, and that is what they needed. So that's what I mean. If they can actually get a good boost here and score off of this boost, this is exactly what they need to maybe make a comeback. There's still time. There's a good collection there, but being taken out by Deku, and that's going to put a clamps on any momentum they had based off that save and the boost. So that was a chance. I mean, there's still 153 left, but with the 3 down, backed out here into the tunnel now. That's a lot of wasted time and a lot of broken up momentum for Fox Force. That said, they still have a shot now. It's soft and it is off, unfortunately. So 138 remaining here, and Gold Diggers looking strong and looking to really close this out and maybe a shutout, much to my surprise. But just in the sense that, again, you know, how far that these teams have come and how fast that it's happened, just impressive. Now, that said, Dave Fox looking for a cross pass, but Klex is just right there for the cutoff, not allowing those lanes to go undefended. So, great defense. Will they turn it to offense? Prometheus says yes. And he will score for the dozen points on the side of Gold Diggers, as this round just about comes to a close with 1 minute, less than that, in fact, remaining. See Rage pointing out the nice save a little bit earlier. And John Tayada saying, talking about, okay, so I'll get to that point later. Hold on, 30 seconds left. I hear you, though. But you know the whole saying, an eye for an eye and such? It's true. Right there, though, the 3, not quite as accurate. And up high, taken by Billy. Now Billy from the sky, gonna look for that clear. Maybe have a chance to score once, but no, it's not going to happen. So here we go. I mean, round 1 in the books, and it's looking good for Gold Diggers. Coming in again, a gold team, Gold Diggers, facing off against a diamond team in Fox Force 5. But, I mean, that shot went through after the buzzer. But nonetheless, coming alive here and really impressing. You know, stifling on the defense, blazing on the stacks, and even despite some missed shots here and there, they just got rebound after rebound to dump it in. But yeah, playing very well. Very, very well, in fact. So, taking a look at the stats, I'm going to take a quick sip of water so I don't keep getting tongue-tied. But hot games. Hot door. Hot Arizona. But yeah, anyway, I know what you're saying. See, like I said, because of this game being so physical and competitive and things like that, you know, I get it. People will butt heads from time to time. I don't expect everyone to be a perfect happy family all the time. But you know, just saying, little tolerance here or there never hurt anybody. And more importantly, you know, not adding fuel to the fires, I suppose. Unless you're playing the game and your shot is on fire, then add all you want, because I'm going to cheer that on. But other than that, back to the second round. And yes, Palipog sends Princess. What did I do now? Oh, Odd Flaming Axe also with the Palipogs. Is that a thing? I kind of like that better than Palidad. It sounds cool. Palipog, yeah. Anyone remember Pogs? I'm going to expose my age there. From the 90s. Anyone? No? I collected some of them. Anyways, over here, collecting the disc, it's Collects. Dave Fox. You remember it, Subtlety? I'm sure you remember Pogs, right? Yeah. Oh, the call out from Palidore, just as he promotes community unity. He calls out Subtlety for his boomership. It's okay, I exposed myself too. Anyways, if you don't know what Pogs, go ahead and Google them later on. Nonetheless, Prometheus putting it in for the first 2 points. I regret everything. Pally oof indeed. All right. Pally oof, raise the roof. There's another phrase from the 90s. I don't think people say that anymore. So Deku with the disc and gonna send it through to the orange zone, bouncing a few different times, crisscross, but Prometheus gathers it back. Now, Prometheus handing it off, but nice cutoff there. Oh, but taking it back, actually. So Rogar playing some good defense, but a nice regather and slap from Deku. down to Klex. Klex ducking through once and twice, and then off the bounce finds the goal. It's 4 points for Goal Diggers.
12, 11,
Pally Oofs in the chat.
9, 8,
Man, I had something good going on, and then I just done ruined it. Oh well. I regret nothing. I regret something. But nonetheless, it's a pass out here. Going to be taken actually by Klex. So another turnover being forced and off the backboard. Oh, just barely missing. So definitely have to be thankful that that did not go through. Dayfox here is going to get the grab and send it to the tunnel area. Now, over in the tunnel, Rogar's there to contest, but so is a stack from Goal Diggers. All the meanwhile, Fox Force now still needing to find some scores. Time 2 minutes off the clock here. We're unable to convert on too much in that first round. And yeah, with 8 minutes left, I mean, that's still plenty of time to get something going. But just really good overall, again, defense and offense being ran here. We can see in the midfield especially, Fox Force definitely has been looking for some of those crosses at times. But when they do, they're cut off in those lanes by Goal Diggers. Right now, Goal Diggers going through the lanes, but you see now cut off this time by Fox Force. So, I mean, Fox Force, again, they can do exactly the same type of things. They know this game, and they are some super skilled players. But, you know, going head to head here and just leaving nothing to chance, playing with full aggression and really just sticking to this game plan. Apparently for Goal Diggers, and just not letting up at all. That said, Fox Force, they gotta let that disc loose to the back line and reset because again the aforementioned aggression coming in. Like you can see that one more time. It's just every time that a Fox Force player gets the disc, it's not for too long because there is a Goal Digger player there, looking golden for the shots, maybe, but no, being stunned out actually. So Billy taking that, 6:53 remaining, and another intercept here from Curly. That's taken by Dayfox, but Dayfox loses it to Prometheus. Prometheus over to Deku. Deku from the top, anchoring down, and the shot drops from 10 meters out. That took me off guard. Now, anchor shots not super uncommon by any stretch. You see them regularly, but that one was just, he grabbed the very edge there of that nest and immediately just flung it by. It wasn't one of those, towing the line type shots. You see a lot of casts. Apologies, but he wasn't towing the line. It wasn't one of those narrow 8-meter threes that you often see from the anchor. No, that was just right from the edge of that nest, and that was a good shot. So back to the midfield, it's gonna go. Taken out here by Fox Force. They're down by 7. Billyisms looking for the pass up to the upper trench area. Is it even a trench if it's on the ceiling? It doesn't sound right. The shot might though. Whew. Bouncing barely off that barrier, grazing it, and then back to the midfield. But yes, I guess if it's bottom of the floor, it's trench. Top, it's just ramp. Right now, ramping up the speed, ramping up the shots, 9 points. And they are approaching that double-digit mark fast, much like they did in the first round. So, Goal Diggers are looking really, really impressive. And wouldn't be the first time. We've streamed them a handful of times recently, so I'm starting to get a good idea of them. Didn't get a lot of streams for Goal Diggers earlier in the season, but now that I have, it's pretty obvious that this is a team to look out for. Not just amongst the Quest teams, amongst the rookie teams. This is a team to look out for just in general going into the future. Like I said, winding down this second half of Season 2 now, going into Week 7 in the next few days. But I'm really curious to seeing how some of these teams here going into their second seasons, which is to say Season 3 of VRML, is hold on, a shot going off. Nope, a pass rather, an anchor, and there it is. 2-point hit, so 7 meters deep. So talking about towing those lines, and that's what happens sometimes with those anchor shots. Usually, because it's just right on the edge, doesn't always guarantee the 3, but it's still tough to catch just the same. 17 meters per second on that one, 11 points. But back to what I was saying, I am really curious to see how some of these teams in their second seasons now will actually just continue to rise. I mean, I expect it. I just don't know how many or how fast, but I definitely expect some of these currently new teams to start really making their way up that ladder faster than maybe some expect. We'll see though. I could be wrong, but I expect it. Klex He sends it. Flex with the backboard flex. There you go. I thought of that one late. But 14. And at this point, just dominance being shown from Gold Diggers. Both rounds so far really holding down the forts and just not allowing the slightest gaps to be left unchecked. So NVM rolling up here on the floor. We'll have Billyisms along the way. Bottom of the ramp, it's going to be a bounce pass attempt, but just unable to wrangle that one. So Curly Fries with that disc, and we'll send it into the tunnel. Now a nice boost coming on in, and the shot will be open, but instead taking it and dunking it through to guarantee it. It's Prometheus. The insurance on the goal, 16 points. And 3 minutes left, and I'm very not surprised by how well they're playing, but I'm surprised to say we might be facing an Mercy kind of situation. That is what I didn't quite expect. So we shall see, though. NVM with the disc gonna roll on out and just trying to find some sort of momentum here. But I think, you know, just the aggression from Gold Diggers all day long, all match long, has really just got them all out of whack in terms of what their normal game plan is, because so many of these passes have been cut off, and then they're forcing these long ones. A shot there by into NVM's hands, taken out. But yeah, really not able to see too much, because in some of these other Fox Force matches, you know, when they are having their typical match showing, you know, that you know, fantastic well-seasoned play, they are just as capable as you know, any other team, with going for some nice cross-pass plays, finding those rebound attempts, and, you know, just holding strong on the offensive end. But so far, we just haven't seen a whole lot of that. Nice grab, though, that said, from Envian, sailing through, and unfortunately an intercept again. Gonna go the way of blue team. Gold Diggers here. It's NVM, though, once more diving. So, you know, not giving up on the plays and still trying to hold strong and find that disc and just not allow these extra scores to go in the final 2 minutes of action if they can. Now, Deku with a pass very tightly strung to Collects, but Dayfox will take it out and send it clear. There's the boost first coming in from Envy. Now, Envy eyeing down the goal, but there's the boost again. So every opportunity, it seems like, it's just gonna be cut off by Gold Diggers. And they are, yeah, gonna come away with this victory. Still a minute left. Prometheus, now that was sent but saved by MVM. Right in the midfield. So Envy continuing to get some very nice grabs, whether near the bubble or in the midfield. Just trying to hold strong. That said, there's a lot of sauce on that one. And oh no, the shot! Deku just decked him. And that is 19 on the board. Check him. Wow. 67 meters. And this, yet again, is the second time in the last hour or two we've seen that happen. There was something just like that happened in one of the matches earlier. Of course, so many of them that got scrambled. Man, not the first time this afternoon/evening that we've seen full courts and accidental self goals and unlikely things have happened on stream. But you know what? Exciting things have happened. And for the case of Gold Diggers, off of this final shot to make it 22, that is an exciting showing for them, I'm sure. That is, I mean, perfect game in that sense. Just they held down the fort. They didn't allow any shots, and they got all their shots. Even the ones that missed, they still got them eventually. So I can't really say much else besides that. They did everything they needed to do to absolutely kill it today. Yeah. Suffice to say. And again, I really don't want to take anything away or make have anyone make mistakes and thinking, you know, it's something negative being said towards like Fox Force 5, because look, their record here, 6-2. Okay, they'll be 6-3 now, but I mean, they're in the Diamond division by no mistake. You know, it's not a mistake that they're there. But Gold Diggers, it's definitely not a mistake that they are gold and very much on the rise now and probably for the foreseeable future. That one was one heck of a breakout game on stream to make a statement that they are here to play and here to stay amongst all the players, new, old, or otherwise. It's all about the gold going forward. So that said, The stats 12 apiece for Klex, 2 assists, or sorry, 12 points apiece for Klex and Deku. There you go, 2 assists for Klex. Oh, and also Deku. Oh, and also 1 save and 1. Klex and Deku, the twins. But it ends right there on the steals. Nonetheless, nice stat lines from them. 32 stuns for Klex, 3 steals for Deku. So a power duo for sure. For Curly Fries, it was 4 assists, 1 save, 11 stuns. Prometheus, 8 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 24 stuns. Over on the side of Fox Force, again, could not get the offense, unfortunately, despite the absolute platter of saves. I mean, look at that, 82% of the saves. I mean, it's not as if they were all easy rolls into the goal for Gold Diggers. I mean, 6 saves for Envy, 2 for Dayfox, 2 for Rogar, 4 for Billyisms, and 4 steals for Dayfox as well. And then look at the stuns as well. I mean, you know, winning out in the saves department, winning out in the stuns department slightly. Possession time, not actually all too much of a differential, just small separation. It's just, it comes down to that defense from Gold Diggers, turning it into offense. The second attempts, I mean, 89% of the shots is pretty staggering. And yeah, that bought them that win. Not much else to say off of that, except I'm impressed. And yeah, we're going to move on to the next game in the next 15 minutes or so. So get a quick drink break. Get some water, get some snacks, and coming right back with the remainder of our night full of streams, which is going to happen. Let's see. Next one is Zero and Redshift. That's in 15 minutes. Will be casted by me and Subtlety on the cams as well. So until then, you guys, please do stay tuned. You've been great. I think I'm only catching some of the deleted messages in chat now that I'm not seeing. So I don't know what about being good to each other. Don't you understand? I mean, I know I'm getting tongue-tied a lot this stream, but I'm pretty sure I'm understandable still. Well, whatever happened, that's a bummer. But that match certainly wasn't. So we'll be back here really, really soon. Stay tuned.
funky music.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream, and look at that. 12 minutes of break, and it's like I haven't casted all day. My voice is totally rejuvenated. Did you believe me? I don't know. Anyways, welcome back to the stream, though. Happy to have you guys here because we have ourselves Zero, we have ourselves Redshift, and we have ourselves a very intriguing match between two very, very talented teams. Now, Zero coming in here at the Master Tier. With that record there, 4-5. They're making up some lost ground this week. Rest assured, though, because they went up against the cream of the crop to start off their week 2 debut. That said, Zero belongs right up there with them. Close matches, but nonetheless, they're coming back here against Redshift, who's a team fast on the rise with a not too shabby record at all, 7-3. Super impressive there. And as importantly as anything, though, I mean, Redshift on this rise, they've just brought on Andy W, formerly of Synapse, and formerly and currently and presently and still will be a dominant force on the offensive end. So you better watch out. You better not cry. I'm not going to finish that. You know why. But we had a new match come into town real soon. So for all of you guys in the Twitch chat, thanks for joining us again. Been so many matches here today. And they've been so very good. So good. We've had game winners. We've had overtimes. We've had many last 30-second big shot finishes. It's been crazy. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. And let's see how this one plays out. We got over on the orange side of the floor, it's Zero, Rocks Titan, Sneaky Evil, Voodoo 25, and Zenith. Over on the blue side, the team who just butted that out of there was Jiggy, Bliss, Andy W, and Zux. That is to say, Redshift. And yet here on blue, but over to the shoulder. Maybe a first 2. It is Zux from Andy W. Redshift on the board. So see Ragnarok up in there, as well as Dimwee stopping by. Welcome to the stream. Welcome indeed. Of course, we miss Dimwee dearly. Sir dearly hasn't been able to stream because of moving and stuff in real life, but I know making a return very soon, including in venues this weekend. That said, look at that strong move from Voodoo. And even the defense there wagging the fingers at Voodoo, but you know what? He got the shot. It's tied up 2 apiece.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And Sir Dimwee with the commentary there saying, really, Zux and Andy on the same line. That's actually pretty hot. I didn't consider that. That was my very weak attempt at a Dimwee impression. Wasn't really, but anyways, Sir Dimwee, indeed. Andy joining this team that is a very interesting development. Obviously, fantastic player on multiple ends of the floor. He's someone who can pile up those points just about as fast as anyone in the league, as we very well know. I mean, there have been times where it's just popped off for a just blistering amount of points in no time at all. So, not too different at all from Zach, of course. So it's a super interesting development, and one that I'm really intrigued in seeing. I already got an eye on Andy W on Redshift here a couple times. Granted, one of them was as a sub technically, and then the other one as a nice delivery. Oh, but look at that, snagged out by Jiggy. Hold on, crossed them up like a crossword puzzle, but nothing puzzling about that. That was just a great defensive stand. Sneaky Evil, though, still has it in his hands and goes to the bow tie. Now, again, up here to Rocks. Rocks gonna drive it and dish it, but no, it's Jiggy. Also with the stuns, also with the cutoffs, and now, wow, look at that clear. That barely cleared through that block. Now it's gonna drop for Zux. Look at that Redshift with a new player and shifting to a new gear, perhaps. Zux putting it away. But back to the thought that I had dropped initially. Yeah, Andy, I saw. So he played once, and he was technically a sub at the time. Then he joined the next game. Of course, that next game was a little bit awkward in the sense that it was a 3v4, so it was kind of hard to really say all too much about that one and judge it, the same way you would a full-on match. So this really is my first look, and all of our first looks at his stand here in Redshift. That said, they are going to get a goal here for Zero, and it's tied up off of that Zenith to Voodoo passing play. Zero, a great passing team. Needless to say, they're right up there with the best of them, and always fun to watch what they pull off. Always a bit unpredictable what they're going to pull off. For those who might have remembered some recent games, I mentioned, forgot who they were playing, but last time around for Zero, there was just a day or two ago, I pointed out how they're a team who's not going to be stopped for very long in the offensive end, and then in that particular match, we proceeded to see 6 minutes without a score. So, little caster's curses here and there, but on the whole, I feel like that was a huge anomaly because they are an offensive beast here of a team, for sure. But, of course, so is Redshift. That is why this is such an intriguing matchup, because it's just two absolute forces of nature trying to see who wins out. Now up high to Zux. Zux is going to tap it back to Jiggy. Jiggy, the cross pass, nice delivery, anchor, duck, and the shot, but stuffed. Voodoo working it through with some more of that magic that he does provide. Andy W, though, by that side is going to be stunned out, actually, and Zenith gets a tap, but received here by Bliss, and right back again now. So some exchanges of possession, but just trying to find the 2-point exchange on that loose change, and that indeed is a high-value shot for the W. That is to say, Andy. 6-4, though, going to favor here for Redshift. Also, as Dimwee is providing the chat commentary. I'm not even going to try and read all of that, but I'm sure it is some very apt analysis. It looks like something talked about. So yeah, there's a Wireless Jack Spaghetti game will be casted as well, in addition to Anomaly and Tint at the top of the hour. So be on the lookouts for that. That said, looking out on the pass, but not able to gather. That was Voodoo. Just a little bit misjudged on it, but look at the snatch there from Rox Titan, just swinging through, and just as well, Zux offering the same, but a lot of opportunities, but look at that now off the head maybe, and then Rox Titan once again. So absolute persistence, and that absolute pile-up was something to behold. And 6-6, 4 minutes 25 seconds remaining. Supreme Buns in the chat there saying, Rox, massive brain. Indeed. So Rox and Jiggy here with a disc. Zero now on the defense. You can see a couple midline defenders there on that stack. It's Zenith and Sneaky Evil. That said, winding it around, just pass corner to corner. One misjudge there on that grab, but still will be taken by Zux. Not for a very long time. Now there's Big Brain Rox, but behind those bigger blocks was Bliss, able to get it and send it to the ramp. A bowling ball shot, no strike, just struck out instead. And 3:41 remaining here in this match. Bliss now taking it for a briefest of moments. Zenith, a clear that just bounces right back his way. Now Jiggy back out to Zux. So really a lot of chaotic plays unfolding in the mid lane. That disc has not seen the bubble for a little while. Trying to change that just here, and it will be a shot. Slung right in from 3 meters. That came out with some ferocity from Bliss. Credit to Zux there on the assist, about 1 minute into that joust. Fire Ninja in the chat saying very close match, going back and forth. It's how we like it, right? It's been the case pretty much all day. It's been very, very fun. Rox Titan with a rollout. QBing and just kind of biding the time, waiting for an avenue to present itself. Now a little bit of a rough bounce will get to Rox and actually still find Sneaky, so nice slap passing, and you see what I mean. But the passes from Zero are not often the easiest ones to make, but they do indeed make them. But look at getting it taken there by the stuns. Diving out was the goalie, but Sneaky Evil still receives and tries to find an angle of bounce, whether to the goal, whether to a teammate, either or, unable to convert on a shot. They will get the stacks together with some quickness, and just as well the cross pass back to Rox Titan. Now back to the bow tie as well. Now into the bottom of the floor and wound on in. It's Zenith. 8 points apiece. So goal for goal, trading off, and 2 minutes left after this joust is through. Very entertaining first round. Gotta love it. See Mo Angry there and Sturburn, welcome as well to the Twitch chats and to the stream. Cheering on Zero is Mo. Zero. That was awful. Someone should pay me for that. Venmo. Anyway, taking the disc is Rux. Looking up the floor, doesn't have too much contesting him at the moment. That's a tough pass on a cutting player. Speeding on by, I think that was a sneaky there. Sidewall gonna be taken here by Voodoo. Voodoo now has some options. You can see the spreading of the floor. Trying to go for every section of the arena, you know, really drag out the defenders and try to open up that bubble for something just like this. No, something just like Bliss with a great save. Still yet though, Sneaky Evil taking it away over at the bow tie now, trying to dodge through, getting it to Rox Titan. Rox Titan has a crossover to the shoulder and actually right to the barrier, buries it. Sneaky Evil, that was pretty lit. 10-8. Zero now pulling ahead by 2 more, but for how long is the question, because so far, it's been nothing but just goal for goal. Neither of these teams letting up. Mo saying, $10 for me. All right. So Bliss on this rollout. Need to score back and act quick. 40 seconds left. I do have to wonder, though, if they maybe want to attempt to take the last shot. We'll see. You know, drag it out a few extra seconds and just guarantee that they either tie or win this, or at the very least, not give enough time, you know, for them to come back and score again. Instead of here off the floor, it's Jiggy. Jiggy to the barrier, a good angle, but still couldn't wrangle that through. Now one more grab here. The mid lane will probably secure this, so Zenith is gonna clear it, and that's going to bounce to the bottom of the floor where it's gonna be overtaken there by the Redshift stack. Rox Titan getting it back there. 5 seconds left, and they can just run this one out. But what a bout that was.
Ladies and gentlemen.
VR. And VR, very entertained. 10-8, round 1 in the books. Going the way of Zero with the 1-0 on the scoreboard. That is to say 10. So, well played indeed. They had for Redshift, they had a really nice last look at the goal there with about, 20 seconds or so left. I mean, it was a good chance, but just unfortunately didn't quite go their way. And round 2, it's all about the comeback, the return, and just the reset of the mentality and getting back into it. Reading the stats off, though, everyone putting up some pretty nice numbers for that first round. You can see not any one player just standing out carrying it. It's a lot of team play. I mean, Rox, Sneaky, and Zenith for 0, they all have 2 points and 1 assist. Voodoo with 4 points and 1 assist. Pair of saves for Voodoo and Zenith as well. But that is just about as even as you could expect on any given match. But that team play showing through. Everyone adding on to the pile. Now for Redshift, much the same. You know, not quite to the same degree, but you know, close enough. We got 2 points apiece for Andy and Bliss. Zux with a 4. 1 assist apiece for Andy, Jiggy, and Zux. And Bliss in that backline, though, holding it strong with 3 saves. And then Jiggy with a 13 stun. So definitely messing him up there a bit with the brawls. But round 2 will be underway. So let's see. As ever, always, you know, like the players on both these teams, my preference is that none of them win this round, or none of them have preference on the win on the round, I should say. But I do want to see the round 3s. You know, that's my caster's bias does go in that direction. I don't know how players feel about it, but yeah, I can love you, but I'm still gonna cheer for you to lose if it's for the sake of a 3rd round. You know, that's all I'm saying. But nonetheless, over here, it's going to be Rox Titan with the disc and going over to Sneaky, but a little bit too strong. Actually, never mind. That almost goes in regardless, but Voodoo will secure it for the first 2 points. About 40 seconds in. Too bad.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And Thunder Ragnarok in the chat there pointing out the Andy factor. Definitely is a factor, absolutely. That's one of the big reasons I really wanted to see this match as well and cast it, just because anytime you see these roster shifts at the top level, I mean, at any level certainly, but especially at the top where you have these really tight kind of lockdown rosters, you know, at the Master Division, you don't see quite as much of the, you know, full 6-man rosters where all of them are playing all the time. I mean, it happens, of course, but I'm just generally speaking, you know, it's kept a lot tighter a lot of the time. And so whenever you see roster changes, and this applies, for Synapse too, for instance, I am all over that Synapse cast whenever and wherever it is, I'm there. These kind of things, especially in the mid-season and winding down to the latter half as a passing play is just off mark. Those are the games that are super, super interesting to see because you just don't know how that's going to start affecting the standings as we head into the playoffs, championship situations. So I'm very, very interested as that shot is barely missing. Oh, but look at the very quick boost from Bliss. Now unable to get the points, but we'll still get a rebound and reset out here to Jiggy. Jiggy up there for the alley. Oh, quick pass, quicker shot, and that's 2 apiece here in round 2. Supreme saying, I wish it weren't tighter. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. So I do notice that, I'm not saying it's universal, there's obviously a lot of the master teams still have 5th or 6th players, but oh my goodness, that shot had not been for the goalie, would have been in. Well, you know how a lot of the teams, they generally have they stick to a core and they'll have maybe a alternate, but it's kind of a contrast to some of these quest teams, these rookie teams who right now it's a Supreme, not Buns, but a Supreme save from Voodoo. A lot of the rookie teams I have seen do actually kind of rotate their rosters out and have their alternates participating on a regular basis. So that's just kind of a difference between, one reason or the other. But that's something that could continue to change. Who knows? As the level of play increases and continues and more people get engaged. Right now, engaging on the defenses. Rocks Titan juggling it through, letting it go, grabbing it, letting it go, grabbing it, and then letting it go and backboarding it. So the juggle moves, and they're up by 2 here, 6:36 remaining in round 2. And a rematch, just to keep up with the theme of the last 2 days. So not sure the reason everyone's still in the match here. And now a restart going on, so perhaps something going on there. It's like, yeah, I guess a tech timeout will be taken, and not a problem, not a problem. Thunder Ragnarok. Now that is just toxic. Rox is stinky, needs deodorant. Of all the things said into the Twitch chat today, that's probably the most offensive. Just kidding, no it's not.
CJ's headset turned off.
But I take offense on behalf of Rox.
Unbelievable.
True.
Sneak Evil in the chat there. What is this? Ice baby. Get in the game. Where's your head at? You're icing yourself by being in the Twitch chat. Bad mod. Bad mod. Good mod. Good mod. Anyway, will be the reset here, and we're waiting the return, it would seem, of the Redshift team. It's been a fun match, pretty much head-to-head. Not until, well, actually not on any point yet. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone's even pulled ahead by more than the 2 points so far. It's been very close. And wait, what's this? What's this? Did I commentators sort of curse this? I'm not sure it's really a curse, but did I speak this into existence? Supreme Buns in the game? Is that still a thing? Bliss saying in the chat, "Rip my cord." Ooh. Well, that is a lot of discord going the way of Redshift on that case. But I guess I maybe did casters curse it. I caused injury to the technology of Team Redshift, and they will be forced into this alternate situation. That said, Supreme Buns, a very, very skilled player. Always happy to see Supreme play. And a player who can indeed provide some humongous offense on any given team. And that's going to add some huge firepower here. So, positionally, I'm not sure how they're going to work this out exactly. With Bliss playing more so backliner, but Supreme seeing, can slot in and just come out with full force on the offense here as we do launch out now. So the continuation of round 2, it's going to be stolen, it's going to be shot, but it's not going to be got. It's had here by Jiggy, and Jiggy flinging it to Andy. Andy, look at that immediate shot, full confidence, going to be bounced off the top, though, of that backboard area, and dropping down low for it is Voodoo. Now Voodoo turns and sends it, but gets sent right back. Supreme, there he is, and one more passing play, but gets over to Jiggy instead. So Supreme missed the first assist, and said, hey, that one was for Bliss. And now they finally got the shot. Did not miss. How's that for you, Mr. Bliss? Not too bad. So, tying it up again. We're continuing the theme. Doesn't matter what the roster is. It's still going to be a close game here, it seems. I really hope I didn't just curse that. But over here, it's going to be taken by Andy W for a red shift, and that's going to bounce high right into the corner now and back to the bottom again. There'll be a big clutter of players on that right side of the wall as it does get sent, or I think I got my sides mixed up. Regardless, that side of the wall. It's been a long day. Anyways, Zux here with a clear through the mid lane. It's going to be taken by Rox Titan. Now, Rox has the approaching defender, so needs to get rid of that. It'll take a couple bounces, and up on the rebound, some stuns. Finding it is Zenith, and immediate on that release. Wasted no time, slung it through. That's 6 points for 0. Up again by 2. Deja vu. Deja 2. Again and again. True, true, says Thunder. Why are we talking about Nokia? No, regardless of that. Thought maybe you're talking about the controllers. I always call them kind of Nokia phones, those CV1 controllers. Tanks. They're absolute tanks, but I don't think that's what you guys are referring to, so never you mind. Anyway, Andy W with the disc here at the tunnel.
Motherfucker, dude.
Me too. So anyways, that's going to be let loose here. Voodoo taking it away. And Voodoo trying to pass it off or throw it out, but actually it's going to be taken by Jiggy. So Jiggy off to the side. And Andy finding Zux. There you go. Right at the shoulder. That was a great pass to find the 2 points. And again, tied up. Tied up. All day today. All right, so rolling out will be taken back by Zux. A red shift, maybe in position to, again, take the points, maybe force that third. There's a great shot from Jiggy. Answering the call. 3 points ahead, and that might be the first time in a long time, if ever, that we've seen an advantage by more than 2. These teams have been neck and neck for most of the last, 17 minutes now. So that could be great momentum going the way here of Redshift. Rox Titan, losing it there to Supreme. So Supreme, the shots, a little too high, but maybe a rebound. They're sneaky there, slapping it to the wedge. More players there contesting fast, and Zenith, they're just sending it clear down the floor and right to the awaiting hands of Zux, where they recollect on the stack. Look at that, end to end in no time at all. But that said, they do lose control of the disc. So Sneaky Evil is going to find that clear and just try to find someone to grab onto. Now 0. 3 players up, but the slap going down, and that's going to bounce back to the wedge. So many possession changes happening here in the last minute or so. Sneaky Evil coming away with it for how long is the question. He'll whirl it around his back, trying to eye the pass. There it is with just some speed on it. Right back again to Sneaky. Sneaky is there, has Rox Titan right across the floor, recognizing that, but so did Andy. So Andy getting the collection, sending it to Zux. Now Zux right through that tunnel. Zux on the collection. Zux on the shot, but recognized, thought better of it. The pass attempt a bit too strong there, but Jiggy's still there to the backboard. Supreme, 11 points to 6. Sticks it through, and now a two-goal lead for the first time. 2 minutes left, and Redshift in position to force that third round. See Nightfire also in the chat. Welcome to it. Thunder saying Dimwee just doesn't miss. What did I miss? I feel like I'm missing something. But anyway, over here to Rox Titan at the midline. Supreme taking it back and sending it to the other side. So Supreme really stepping in here without warm-ups, perhaps, unless he was doing warm-up scrims before. I mean, how about that? Stepping right into the floor and really contributing very, very well in an unexpected situation there for Bliss, losing out on some of those wires, the cables, perhaps. So Zux here, gonna back that one out. They have firm control, so they'll love themselves another shot, but they don't have to force it, of course, and I don't think they will. Based on this positioning out, they got that triangle forming outside the bubble, And just, there you go, dragging out the defense. So now it's all off balance, and as a result, it's the 13 points on the board. Zux putting it home. Andy W, that final assist, but hockey assists all around, really. That was some great control being shown to claim themselves that 13th point. All right, so Rux, Titan, dive in, and will be bounced all around. Mo angry with, I think, a compliment? I think. Over there, though, it's going to be taken back and back down to the bottom of the floor. Now, Rox Titan here with the disc. Zenith, no, taking it away. Voodoo as well. They have a chance at maybe a score here. No comeback, but still can get something going. Close the gap a bit, and that they will. Rox Titan going underarm for the shots. Doing some harm, and it's still going to be the win here for Redshift in round 2. So once more on stream, we're seeing ourselves a exciting round 3. Thunder saying it just clicked. Mo Jolly. That, yes, correct, maybe, possibly. That's kind of like me saying, Thunder Ragnarok. Oh wait, you're Thunder from Ragnarok. Just teasing, of course. All right, so that is a third round off of a very effective substitute situation. Again, kind of unexpected, but it worked out. Supreme doing some work along with the rest of the Redshift crew for sure. They brought it back together. And yeah, they just hammered down, and got some nice results in the second round. You can see their Bliss before dropping out had those 2 points, 5 saves, and 7 stuns. But then as Supreme walked into the game, dropped into the game, it was 2 points for Supreme, 1 assist, 11 stuns. For Zux, 10 points, very strong on that, with a 1 assist, 1 save, 15 stuns. You had Jiggy with 5 points and 3 assists. You had Andy with 2 points, 3 assists. And the assist game, much like in the first round, especially where Zero had all the players with assists. Well, now we're seeing likewise here for Redshift, with their 4 players from round 2 all getting some assists. So really sharing that disc and getting everyone involved and feeling good. Zero side, 6 points for Rox and Voodoo, 2 points for Sneaky, and 2 assists and 4 points for Zenith. Also 5 saves from Voodoo. Shout out to that, because they had some nice grabs there. With that said, we're heading off now to the third and final round. It all comes down to this.
11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, Angry saying, Angry saves all the points. If only she can get out of Twitch. She get that Twitch checked out. Sounds like a problem. Zux here is going to fling it, though, into the catapult area, taken there by Zenith. So, round 3 underway. The amount of sauce put into those passes, it just makes me laugh every time. The shot, though, that is very saucy, very hot, and Sneaky Evil, the finger guns, gets it done. 3 points. I'm just saying, though, they fired those passes off, even in short range for Zero. Those are very, very strong passes and difficult shots that most people wouldn't be able to grab those a lot of the time. I dare say I don't think even I would have been able to, but nonetheless, over here it's going to be Jiggy with the disc and sending it over to the bottom trench, where it's taken by Zenith. Zenith backs it out to Voodoo. Now Voodoo to the tunnel, Rox Titan right back aside to the other tunnel, where Sneaky does await. Now leaking out here, 3 different players all cutting in on 2, so they have some options. They go for a tough one. Not too strong on the pass, but it was a little bit off. So you know what? Maybe they do need to throw those with some strength, because that one was softer than usual, and it was a little bit off. So you know what? By all means, 19 meter per second passes all day long. Zero can do it better than anyone, apparently. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. They actually can, it seems. But nonetheless, Andy W with the disc, passing it off there to Zux. Zux back to Andy. Andy off the backboard. Oh, lost his handles, it looked like, but still recovered somehow. If I'm not mistaken now, it happened really fast, so maybe you have to judge off the replay, but it looked like he kind of lost control of the disc and then somehow still made it a play, guided it in. So that was a great recovery, if nothing else. And even if that wasn't the case, and I'm totally wrong, it was still a great shot. And they're on the score sheet here, 2 points. 8 minutes left in round 3. Recovery by Jiggy. Jiggy to the cloud immediately, and that's going to go very, very close. The rebounded play there sent through, but no, stun is Supreme, not Buns. So Jiggy taking the disc here, and going to wait for maybe Zux to join on the front line, going over to the shoulder, deploying it into the goal on, I think, a stunned out goalie there indeed. So Andy from Jiggy and to the goal. 4 points, up by 1.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Sir Dimwee saying that was hard shot extendo arm.
3, 2,
Is that what that play is called? Add it to the whirly twirls. But yeah, anyway, it will be Voodoo with the disc now rolling out to Rux. Rux from the bow tie. Supreme, very animated on the defense. Rux Titan getting the disc back, now sending it to the trench. Oh, goal is a bit open. That is a miscommunication, allowing that to go in. Zenith finding the 3. That is a tough turnaround for Redshift, but a much needed one for Zero.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Uh-oh.
4,
Mo getting angry, says Steel Skydiver. No Mo, Jojo. No Mo. But Zucks here with a disc. I feel like I just exposed my 90s again, but nonetheless, we'll be taken down by the bottom. Sneaky Evil. And that's 2 in a row in about no time at all. 5 points back up on the board, so now they're up 8-4. Zero doing some work there. And this is the point where Redshift definitely needs to hunker down and just, again, refresh. Everything that just happened in the last 40 seconds, for their sake, did not happen. That's what they gotta think, and that's how they gotta roll out here. That said, another turnover maybe. A pile is up forming here, so Zero turning on the heat, putting on that pressure a lot. Now it will be taken back by Zenith, and Zenith sending it over now to the reset over by Station. That's Voodoo. Whirls it around before finding Rocks. So in position for the 3rd goal in a row. Ooh, that pass barely going right through that. Geo getting it by Sneaky Evil. The wise reset using those sneaky eyes. And over here it's Voodoo. Gonna wait. And wait. And then find the pass up here. And now they've got themselves a play opportunity, but couldn't capitalize on the defense being a little out of the goal. So another passing attempt though. Rocks Titan from the bottom. Oh, an alley-oop again there. Beautiful pass, great shots. Sneaky Evil enjoying that one quite a bit. 10-4 for Zero. 5:28 remaining. That's 3 shots in a row for the side of Zero. Seeing people in there saying didn't even bother to do the connoisseurs because it was hard to call. Come on, no guts, no glory. But yes, I agree. I mean, I agree a lot in general with a lot of these matches where the votes seem more lopsided than they should be. I mean, at this point in the season, we're getting a lot of very, very high quality matches from every division at this point. You know, going to those 3 rounds in overtime. You know, that's by design. So, connoisseur-wise, you know, both these teams, they're matched against each other for a good reason. Sneaky Evil here, getting it lost to Supreme. So Sneaky and Zenith attaching themselves on the stack really quickly to get it back. Zenith with a disc, winding, and now finding the clear, bouncing it off and trying to find some boosts, but cannot do just that. So instead, it goes back to the other end. Orange side of the floor. Goal is somewhat exposed, so this could be very dangerous as they get the shot. Supreme, white hot from deep, and that was very, very much needed because that 3-goal scoring run where they just couldn't get anything going. You know, those are the moments where you teeter on the edge of being snowballed, right? So that is a super important shot from Supreme, not Buns, but it was a really good hit. And like I said, important. So Zenith now rolling out here for Zero. They have, it looks like maybe just 2-on-2 in the goal. Nope, turning into a 3-on-3, and now with 4v3, and it's all starting to collapse on it. So they have a lot of different angles to pass it from. Very tight angles, in fact, being played. Look at that. Oh, but look, the rectangle being tangled by Zux. And that is a very nice grab for them. Back to the other end. Gonna be grabbed by Zenith. And I am about as frantic as the pace of this game right now. Suddenly turning it up. Now, still, it's anyone's game, absolutely. I think the momentum shift was there momentarily for Zero, but now it's kind of right back to Redshift. So really nullifying the good feels, and now it's really in anyone's hands to take this over and make a late game run. We shall see, but right now it's Z with a disc, and back to Rox Titan. They have Voodoo at the midfield and Sneaky at the Cloud. So again, that careful positioning out here, offering themselves multiple angles to really approach this offense from. And the defense now from the blue side of Redshift trying to cut it off. But now a great pass is going to be sent to Sneaky from Zenith. And they're back up again by a couple goals. 5 points, 12-7, 2:42 remaining in round 3.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Dimly earlier saying, pause the game, need to use the restroom. Yeah, just bring the phone, no shame. 'Cause these are some very worthwhile plays that you're going to want to watch, I think, for the last 2 minutes. Now, still pulling ahead for, again, for Zero. They have a bit of a buffer, but like I said, that can change on a dime any second with a timely shot. It can still be right back to that 1-goal game. And Jiggy here taking it back, so trying to do just that. Unfortunately, Zuck's not able to collect that grab. Does float off the backboard into the awaiting hands of Andy. Andy handing it off softly, ever so softly. And the volley continues. 3 points differential. But very nice find, and Supreme putting it exactly where it needed to be. You know, not taking a chance, not taking a gamble or a gambit. So rolling out, it's Rox Titan down to the bottom wedge. Sneaky Evil taking that away. Sneaky eyeing down Jiggy right there by that tunnel. Rox as well finding the pass, but now that one will sail past Zenith's hands. As that said, Sneaky and Zenith paired up, but stunned out. Andy W gets the disc back and sends it on that clear. Now that's going to bounce off that corner. Always dangerous, but still barely missing. Now Sneaky grabbing it back, and they're going to calm it down. 1 minute left, and a very, very tight game in this third round. So the defense here does need to be somewhat aggressive for the side of Redshift, and they will actually get it back once and twice. Let's see if they can do it again. A tap out as the midfield brawls and piles unfold. So up high, Zenith being stunned out by Andy. Andy with that disc, going to go for a deep one, but snagged out of there by Voodoo. The angle was going to be very tough and the shot very tight. So you can see what they're going for here with 40 seconds left. And the timely stacks coming in here from Redshift. So Jiggy trying to get rid of it, needs to find that boost immediately, but unfortunately that's Rox Titan very well covered there on the lanes. And that stack now just about there to collect it, but just missing as well. 23 seconds. This needs to be fast. This needs to be furious right there. Oh, the shot just being missed though, and that could conclude it. Let's see, one more back out here to Rox Titan. Rox up top to the intercept, maybe no from Zenith. Now Sneaky and Zenith taking that one home and taking this game right away from underneath them. That was some nervous energy, but boy was that a game. 3-round series once again, and right down to the wire. Almost had a heart attack. I think not just me, but these teams, obviously. That was so very close to a round 3 OT. So tough on the miss, but of course, it happens in those situations. High pressure, higher pressure than ever, and especially the breakaway goals. Might have had a little time, but nonetheless, the results, not what Redshift wanted, but that was still something to, I think, be very happy about. With, first of all, a new member on the roster debuting, and then second of all, a unexpected, alternate sub coming in after some headset issues from Bliss. So, there were things that you could very well have said, if this was like a blowout game in round 2 or 3, or, got really away from them, you would have said, well, Redshift, they had some issues, that was unfortunate. But no, to their full credit, they stuck through every issue, and they impressed. They impressed. So I think, the rise will continue for Redshift, but all the meanwhile, Zero. After, record-wise, not the start they wanted. Look at that. They are tied up now. They have 5 wins, 5 losses. That record is looking better and better by the day, quite literally, because this is, again, just back-to-back matches, I think, now for Zero. Just able to start piling on the wins, as we expected would be the case once they started getting, integrated into the league and solid as a team and with that chemistry. And it's come along very, very fast. So No surprises there, but very, very entertaining nonetheless. Now, that said, we do have 2 more matches set to start simultaneously. So on this channel, let me see here. We'll have There Is No Team and Anomaly facing off, and we will also have Wireless Jacks and Spaghetti. So we're going to disperse ourselves and figure that out. I know Skinny will be joining us on one of these casts. So stay tuned. I've been Palidore. That's so much for subtlety, by the way. So I don't know if I'm going to be here for very much longer. So I just want to say that. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back everyone to another game of Echo Arena presented by VRML. I am your caster, Skinny, here on my first solo cast here, joined along on cameras is so much for Subtlety. Subtlety, thank you for camming. Yeah, exciting game. Wireless Jacks and Spaghetti, just two not even up and coming teams right now, just definitely top tier teams right now, just trying to get that fourth spot, battling out for that fourth place. So, and it's gonna be a really exciting game tonight. Just a lot of top tier talent we're gonna see here, and just excited what these two teams bring to the table. And as the chat looks pretty excited for Jax here, and it does seem like we have both teams ready to go here, so we'll be starting very soon. That is right. I was playing with Comrade, against Comrade. Comrade is a very tough opponent, but here. So it does look like Wireless Jacks have readied up. We're just waiting on Spaghetti to ready up. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Exactly, a lot of yes, a lot of commotion, a lot of Joker trains there in public matches. There is just fun to jump public matches again. Seeing Mo Angry coming back into the chat. Welcome, welcome. Quite the Joker trains. You're right. Mo Angry. I don't know. What's up, Mojali? Like you're saying my name longer and longer. What's? Thank you, Rox, for the encouragement. I appreciate it. Here, I'm just gonna try to ping here Spaghetti. Seems like there might be a little bit of delay here. Overachiever, what do you mean? I was asked to cast and I stepped up to the plate, and then I learned I'm doing my first solo cast tonight, so it's gonna be an exciting time. Bob, come on, Rox. You know I can handle it. Well, yeah, Rox, would you believe it if I told you I had over 40 casts? It's been a while now. I can't believe it's been a while, right? I still remember asking the wind conditions to Kong on my very first cast, so it's been a hell of a ride now. Hopefully it'll be an exciting match tonight, so I have a lot to say. And it does look like we finally have Spaghetti ready up, so onto the tubes they go, and an exciting match we're about to see.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So here we go. It is Wireless Jacks versus Spaghetti. Here looking to solidify the fourth place, and now again Spaghetti with a great start as always. Fast touch by Venom, and Venom seems able to get a great steal off, and now Wireless Jacks is in possession and now slowly moving up, but Spaghetti putting some great man coverage, putting a lot of trouble into Wireless Jacks, actually forcing them to pass back the disc, and now, but it is Wireless Jacks with a deep clear, but unfortunately they're not boosting, and it is gonna allow Ao to get back on goal, and now Wireless Jacks gonna do some slow play here, just trying to bait out that Spaghetti defense, and Meatball are gonna try to cause some chaos, and actually causing some chaos now. Killing it is forced to cross pass it, but Venom in possession of the disc. Just right now unable to get some any passes clear. Just good job on Spaghetti maintaining that clear pressure and another great clear. So let's see, Spaghetti is able to juke out all the other Wireless Jax players, and now they have an opportunity to here score maybe first blood. Good pass under the goal, but just denied, and again Oculator denying that opportunity to clear. Just a lot of chaos, a lot of punches. Meatballer going for the 2-pointer versus 2 Wireless Jax goalies, unable to get it. So excellent start for Spaghetti tonight, just absolutely denying any opportunity to the Wireless Jacks to score here, and just great response there to score the first 2 points of the game. 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game, quite late actually for these two teams. So Wireless Jacks looking to waste no time. Venom already on their side, going for a pass under the goal, is able to get it. Now Blitz, again another pass to Gilligan, but Gilligan just pressured, just not allowed time to think. But now with another great clear for Spaghetti, and now Oculator going for the 3-pointer, trying to go for the lead, but denied again. Great save by Gilligan, just not allowing them right now to extend their lead, which would be very dangerous. Now, but just unfortunately not able to truly take possession. It is Blenders now for Spaghetti taking possession of the disc. Meatballer is gonna try to slow it down. No rush here. They do have the lead 2-pointers, not a lot, but it is something they can work on. And now Meatballer again, no rush. Just trying to bait out the defense, and actually just misses up this. Let's see if Wireless Jack can pull up anything. Fortunately, they do decide to kind of just play it safe here, just not trying to give any more points here, but they are allowing Ao to just push up. He's getting right on the bubble, no one pressuring him. Is gonna go for the 2-pointer, but yeah, that man-to-man coverage not working out for them. Just Ao just correctly identifying the situation and just slowly pushing up, no rush, has a ton of passes available, and just able to secure a nice 2 points. Spaghetti is up 4 points now. So yeah, it does seem like Wireless Jack or Spaghetti have this momentum right now, but Spaghetti definitely taking their time on these drives here. But now Gilligan gonna here reset it for the Wireless Jacks, trying to find an opportunity by baiting out the Spaghetti defenders. Is gonna draw one out, but doesn't have enough players. Now Blitz is actually gonna try to force push it in. Good pass back onto Venom, who Gilligan goes for the shot, but Blender there to deny it. Just great passing by Wireless Jacks, but just great more defense by Blenders. And Blender's gonna go for the 2-pointer, but just a little bit off the mark. And now it is Oculator trying to go for the push here. Some great plays we're seeing from Spaghetti tonight, just from all around, from defense onto the offense here. Meatball gonna go for the cheeky slap. And now it's just great 3-pointer by him. And now it is Spaghetti with a 7-point lead with 6 minutes to go. Just not the best situation the Wireless Jacks could be in, but definitely not a lost situation right now. They're still able to come back. Just yeah, this game very right now in the momentum for Spaghetti, and oh my god, just not stopping any momentum for Spaghetti. Just get another great steal, and fortunately not able to convert any more points there. Now it is Will.i.am for Wireless Jacks, trying to get it out of their zone. Just Wireless Jacks not trying to take any clear opportunities here, just trying to take it up slowly. Venom is on the tunnel waiting for his teammates to push up, but just Spaghetti just playing some great man coverage, just slowing down that push. And now it is Blitz gonna be all alone, but with a great cross pass onto Will on the bubble, who is gonna go for one more cross pass, trying to find a lane, but just Spaghetti on that great man-to-man coverage. And now Spaghetti with more great punches is gonna try to go for the clear, but just a lot of action here. I'm gonna try to recover it for Spaghetti, and gets a good clear. Wireless Jack is able to recover it though, and now on the push. Again, I like to see this slow push from the Wireless Jacks, but it's a little bit risky, especially when employed on their own side, given that Spaghetti's doing some great coverage right now. But again, now they are in possession of the disc, and now just trying to find an opportunity, but Look at that spaghetti formation, just not allowing any good cross passes to go in. Another opportunity for Blitz, just missing a little bit off the mark, and then just great punches all around. But will.i.am trying to recover here, trying to score some points for Wireless Jacks, but Spaghetti doing some great punch work up here, just not allowing them to complete any passes right now. Now it is Blitz here on the push here for Wireless Jack. Some great passing opportunities, maybe a little bit too many passes, but just that's definitely had their possession, but just not able to convert here points. And now Oculusator is going to correctly punish here. Gonna clear the disc, but it is Wireless Jack's first on the disc, but just a little bit off the mark. It is gonna allow Spaghetti another possession opportunity. Out going for the nice backboard, but just great defense from will.i.am. Able to deny more points, able to extend their lead, but just Ow and Spaghetti in general just on those stacks, not allowing them to get possession now. But good punching, good defense from the Wireless Jacks. Is gonna go for another clear, but just again Blenders on that great read, trying to get it on. Some more pressure for Spaghetti, but Wireless Jacks is able to get the clear, maybe try to get some pressure off, and now Blitz with a great opportunity. Goes for the backboard, but just a little bit off the mark, just a little bit missing on that execution at the end. Just Wireless Jacks is able to get possession of the disc and able to get on their bubble, but just having trouble closing them out. Just great job on Spaghetti right now. And absolutely denying them points at every stage of the opportunity. Now Wireless Jack with some more great plays, but Blender with some great reads, and Venom with a critical steal, but just great punch work from Spaghetti. Just Spaghetti gets some iffy clears, but their punches is just allowing them to get some more clears. And now Blenders on that roof shot is able to be denied by Blitz with another great clear. And now it does look like Wireless Jack is trying to get possession of the disc with just a little bit pressure. Maybe might be getting a little to them. Venom trying to get that disc, and now Oculus here applying some great pressure. It's actually barely able to pass that off, and now Gilligan is try to back pass it. And Oculus here just not allowing them to move up. Just some great punch work. He's correctly identified that Wireless Jack only goes for passes here, and now all those punches forces them to stay back. And Oculus here again with a great clear by his teammates is gonna have that 3v1, which he usually takes. Gonna go for some jukes, gets the 1v1, and is gonna go for the Steezy, but plays and gets it. Just classic Oculus here. I'm not really surprised by this point. Just probably one of the best players out there for those annoying jukes. And I mean, it's 7-0. Wireless Jack's definitely maybe a little bit frustrated right now. Does look here like this first round might go onto Spaghetti, but Wireless Jack's definitely able to come back here. They just need that great momentum change on their side. And now Gilligan on their first opportunity with a pass to Venom, able to score 2 points, but a little bit late here with only 1 minute and 25 seconds to go on the clock here. Wireless Jacks do not have a lot of opportunities to come back. Docs Fox TV, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs for the community. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the stream here and supporting the VR Master League. And it is Spaghetti again on the drive. Yeah, some great plays we've seen them from tonight. Just good general defense from Wireless Jacks, but I think Spaghetti really did their homework tonight and just absolutely denying here Wireless Jacks any points in the first round, really. Now Spaghetti again with another play under the goal is gonna go, but will.i.am with another great save. But again, Meatballer and Spaghetti in general going some great steals here, and now Venom not able to clear it. Just more great pressure from Ow here, and now they're gonna reset it here. Just gonna try to run down the clock. No pressure here. Blenders, they're just chilling out with the disc here. Wireless Jack trying to do some more play, but Meatball again with another opportunity, just a little bit off the mark. It doesn't matter here. It is 15 seconds here. Round 1 is gonna go for Spaghetti, and here to secure a little bit, just a little bit further, is Meatballer for 2 more points to make it a 9-point lead here in the first round.
This round is over.
So good first round for Spaghetti, just absolutely on point here on reading their plays. Here as we take a quick look at the stats. You can just see all around Meatballer definitely MVP of this round with 7 points to his name, but just Occulisator now just feeding him a lot of shot opportunities there, and just you could really see that Spaghetti's defense really shine here tonight, just both on their side and while on Wireless Jack's side, just not allowing them to reset, which is what they usually do, and Occulisator or whoever was playing that forward position just correctly messing them up and just causing a lot of trouble there. So it's definitely not over for Wireless Jacks here, just definitely a great team. Definitely, we've seen time and time again, not just for Wireless Jacks, but in VRML, that the first round doesn't exactly mean that it's gonna dictate the results of the next. Just I fully expect here for Wireless Jacks to make a strong comeback here. We see them in the back discussing here maybe what they can change. So hopefully here as we start the second round, we see what their changes are.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So both teams launching again. Spaghetti able to get possession. That's going for a cheeky under the goal play, but Blitz is able to intercept, and now Wireless Jacks on the drive is gonna go for a clear, a little bit off the mark. It's actually gonna allow Ao to get the disc, but a little bit off the mark. But it doesn't matter. Spaghetti with their usual chaos is gonna come ahead, and now Ao with a 1v1 opportunity. Blitz is gonna try to slow it down, but great pass onto Blenders, but just Blenders a little bit off the mark. Now, well, I am able to get a good punch, and another great clear.
And there's the steal.
Now Wireless Jacks with some great pressure. Blitz is gonna go for the Venom. Actually, sorry, always go for the long 3-point, but just a little bit off the mark.
Blue clears it out.
Now Spaghetti again with another great clear, and now it seems it is a 2v1 opportunity right here. Can the Wireless Jacks here get back in time? Occulisator going for some fancy jukes. Meatballer painting the way for Occulisator to just walk it in. Yeah, will.i.am trying his hardest to block that disc with his head, but just Occulisator able to walk it in for the first blood here again for Spaghetti on round 2. Now the Wireless Jacks do need to win this round in order if they want to win this set and bring it up to the third round. But again, Occulisator trying to making it no easier for them. Another great 3-pointer for Spaghetti, extending their lead to a 5-point game, and just 1 minute and 30 seconds in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So not the start Wireless Jacks wanted, but definitely able to come back here. And now it is will.i.am on the QB position, gonna try to push it up, but just the stack, that offensive stack by Spaghetti causing a lot of trouble right now for the Wireless Jacks, but it is still in possession of the Wireless Jacks, and now with a great back pass. Now gonna here try to bait out that defense, try to thin out that defense, trying to make it easier on that bubble. will.i.am with a great back pass onto Blitz, who gets a nice 2-pointer. Just great sequence of passes there to get it in.
11, 10, 9, 8.
So yeah, great sequence of passes for the Wireless Jacks here. Just classic play from them. So let's see if they can keep that up if they want to win this round.
Entering the arena. Blue throws it way downfield.
So now it is Spaghetti on the offense, gonna go for a long clear. Ao able to get possession of that, but Blitz is able to interrupt that. But unfortunately, a bad slap is gonna allow Meatballer for a nice duck under the goalie. The goalie not able to anchor onto anything, and Meatballer just getting an easy duck and a good 2 more points for Spaghetti.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teams
So now again,
entering the arena.
Wireless Jacks trying to go for a fast pace here. You can see them quickly, some great passing going all around, trying to get that disc as fast down as possible. But just Spaghetti already ready for it, just not really being baited by it, just putting a lot of back players. And now Ao with some great pressure is gonna make that disc loose. And Meatballer is able to regain it and get a great clear for Spaghetti, and but it is Wireless Jacks and Spaghetti gonna race for it at the same time. But it does look like Ao's gonna get to it first, but a great and critical punch by Gilligan is gonna allow them to just prevent that 2-pointer. But unfortunately, Meatballer is there to deny. Al with another opportunity goes for the pocket shot. Great pocket shot by Al. And now it is a 7-point lead with 6 minutes to go.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, Wireless Jacks right now struggling a little bit to get ground on that Spaghetti field, but wasting no time. It is Blitz on that 1v1 opportunity, and again, just making it again a 5-point game. So definitely still in this game is Wireless Jacks. Just definitely need to keep those quick passes down and just keep throwing those twos, because no need for risky threes, no need for too many passes. Just those quick those quick rollouts really working. Those quick rollouts really working out well for them right now. Yeah, now Wireless Jacks definitely playing a little bit more reserved. Definitely noticing that Spaghetti is going for those clears. And now again, Wireless Jacks is able to gain possession. 5 minutes is on the clock, and now not a lot of time, but definitely not definitely not a lot of opportunities here for Wireless Jacks, as Meatballer is able to get another 3-pointer. Just again, just denying Wireless Jacks any opportunity right now to get any closer than the 5-point deficit. What a great interception there from Oculator to enable Meatballer to get a good 3-pointer on the Wireless Jacks. So now it is 4 minutes 37 seconds. Wireless Jacks trying to get it, but just Spaghetti with that right now really hot with that bubble defense, not allowing Wireless Jacks to get some passes in, and it is going to be Blitz trying to find a pass onto the roof with Gilligan. Gilligan is able to try to get it, but just punched right in the nick of time. And it does seem like Oculator is going to get the clear for his team. Spaghetti again on that forward pass, but just maybe getting a little bit greedy with that shot. It is Wireless Jacks able to try to get that clear. Blitz finally able to get that final slap for Wireless Jacks, but Blender's already back in goal, right, waiting for that clear. Now again, Spaghetti on that drive, goes for a long 3-pointer behind the board, but just a little bit off the board, but doesn't matter. Meatballer there to secure 2 more points and a 10-point lead for Spaghetti.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So now 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the Wireless Jacks to come back. 10-point deficit, and again another great interception. Great man-to-man play when the disc is on their side by Spaghetti, just denying them right now any opportunities to move up. Now Venom is gonna pass onto their bow tie, trying to find opportunities here, but just not a lot of opportunities given. And even then, Blitz now has to wait for his team to move up. But you can see those 2 back Spaghetti players causing a lot of trouble, wasting a lot of time for the Wireless Jacks to move up. And now Gilligan able to thin out 1 more defense. will.i.am going for the backboard shot. Blend is just a little bit off the mark. Good shot by will.i.am. And now it's an 8-point game, still in the lead, Spaghetti.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teams have cleared the line.
So now Spaghetti on the possession, just more quick succession of passes, and now Wireless Spaghetti unfortunately Wireless Jacks is punched out a little bit. One little player stranded, gonna go for the underhand anchor shot, but just great defense from Wireless Jacks. Venom is gonna try to clear it for his team, but unfortunately able to. Now Blender's playing the clock here, just in no rush to push it up. It's able to thin out the defense a little bit, and now Meatballer trying to look for that anchor shot, and actually just going for that punch on the goalie, making it impossible for the goalie to save it. And now again, it's a 10-point game. Just Spaghetti absolutely denying any advances right now from the Wireless Jacks. And again, it's 1 minute 45 seconds. It's a tough situation right now for the Wireless Jacks. So now Wireless Jacks cannot waste any time trying to go for that bounce shot on the roof. Venom is able to receive it, but Blenders with some great reads is able to punch out Venom and just deny that 2-pointer there. Blenders is able to get the clear. Now Spaghetti with some quick stacks and Meatballer able to score another 3-pointer. Now that is a 13-point lead. And with 1 minute to go, that just might seal it here, round 2 for Spaghetti. I can't do the math right now on my head, but if I put 15 seconds for each 3-pointer, Wireless Jacks has to core. I believe they don't have enough time to come back here. So just, yeah, great plays from the Wireless Jacks in general, but just Spaghetti, great job on them on covering the lanes, just not allowing Wireless Jacks to move up tonight, and really showing what their Spaghetti is showing what their 4th place, and now Blenders trying to go for another 3-pointer to even extend their lead, but a little bit off the backboard. But Meatballer there able to secure 3 more points here for Spaghetti.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The round has begun.
So the Wireless Jacks here is maybe looking for some consolation points. Here Gilligan with another great pass sequence, and it's gonna get the 3-pointer, but just a little bit too late. Final score is gonna go 22-9. Spaghetti does take this set in 2 rounds. Good job on them. Great game in general. Just Wireless Jacks not able to get through the tough defense of Spaghetti tonight. So here, quickly looking at the stats, just Meatballer absolutely MVP of the night. 22 points to his name for these 2 rounds, just absolutely crazy. Blenders again with 2 assists and 2 saves, just all around work from the back end of the arena all the way to the front. Occulisator with 3 points, many style points to his name. Ao with 4 points to his name and 2 assists to both Occulisator and Ao. And on the Wireless Jack side, Venom does have 5 points to his name, 2 assists and actually 5 saves, as well as Gilligan with another nutty 5 saves. So just a lot of saves and a lot of, in general, like as we saw, Wireless Jacks with some great defense plays, but just lacking on that offense side. Just Spaghetti absolutely taking every single opportunity and scoring on it. So I guess that is gonna mark the end of this game. I've been your caster, Skinny here, and on cameras it's been so much for subtlety. Thank you everyone that donates to the stream, both in bits and in your support in general. Thank you for supporting this league and making it amazing. Thank you everyone, and good night.